Hello lovelies and welcome back to Mama G Gear. It's Mama G here and we're going to do PJ Chronicles. And that bouncing is because you're on a wiggly tripod, and Oscar, which I was going to have him do an Oscar bomb, has left the building. All right. So PJ Chronicles, basically I get up, I go make my coffee, which is right here. And yes, there is chocolate in there. And then I just chit chat with you. Oh, naturally, just out of bed. Hey, it's reality. It's real life. Anyway, so a couple things I wanted to show you. One that I started working on the day before yesterday, and I've got two panels done already. Let's show you that. So Crafty Nisi, thank you, Kim, had sent me this 3 skeins of this really gorgeous glowing yarn. She said when she was shopping over there at Hobby Snobby, she says, oh my God, this just said it needs to be with Mama G. And she was correct. And I stopped everything that I was doing, all the whips that I have, to do something with this yarn because it's gorgeous. So I started making a shawl. I was like, then I had to rip the shawl out because I put too many increases in it and it was starting to get wonky. And then I ripped that out, redid it. And I was like, you know what? All of a sudden something came into my mind and I decided to do this. Well, it wasn't all of a sudden because I did a video with a sweater that was similar to what I'm making now. So I kind of wing it, as we all do. And, well, not all of us, but some of us, and all of us will be doing. So I grabbed a couple of the colors. I only had 3 skeins of this and I want to make a sweater. So I know I'm going to need more than that. So I don't know how to figure yardage. But I grabbed this Impeccable, and it's Lippy. Oh, Lippy Rose Bonbon. Real pretty. Yeah, it's real pretty. I mean, I'm not a pink person, but this I'm warming up to it. And then I had this I was using in another project. It's just the sandpaper version of Red Heart Super Saver. It's amazing. I don't mean to be, throwing shade at Red Heart, but I have a lot of these that I bought when I first started crocheting, which is only a couple years ago, and I might be paying those forward to some folks. That it's a great beginner yarn. Now I'm getting a little more into the fancier stuff. Anyway, so what I did, and I will probably show this in one of my unconventional tutorials, because this is another sweater. I was trying to figure out how to make a pullover sweater and I wanted it to be cool. And so I made 2 of these. They're just big granny squares. All right. And there's another one. Very similar. The only thing that's different is the variation just slightly on the innards. So I measured, I don't really measure, but the width of it is going to go around me. All right. That's how we measure. So one panel is the front, one panel is the back. And there's a video that I just dropped. I don't know when I'm dropping this, but there's a video that I dropped where I made this sweater that I'm redoing out of that Kramer's yarn, the Kramer's unlabeled wool. I think there was like a ecru color, a red and a blue, and I love that yarn, and I got a whole bunch of it because I bought a bunch of Kramer mystery boxes, so I had quite a bit of it. I actually shared it with another content creator that was making this huge blanket and ran out. I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely. So sent some to them, and so I made that sweater. I like that sweater, and I got a lot of compliments on it, so I was like, let me make that again. And I was able to use the yarn that I got from Crafty Nisi. So I will show you in an unconventional tutorial how I did that. And yes, it's the granny stitch. It's just 2 big granny squares. That's your front piece, your back piece. And then I literally just went across for the arms and the chest and then left a hole for the neck. That's basically all it is. Literally all it is. All right, so let's move that aside. Showed you all that. Then just a real quick reminder, if you've seen it, and hello if you haven't, but this is the cat stitch hat that I figured out how to do the cat stitch in the round. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I should be, you know. And then here's one with the different colors. And I like it with just the 3 colors. The 3 colors work really nice as far as a height for the hat. I didn't tie in all the ends yet because I keep making them and then don't tie them in. But yeah, I mean, that's cute. This is actually longer than that one. And I don't know how that happened. Maybe tighter stitch. Who knows? And then 2 of them that I just kind of came up with. It's I'm calling it the twisted spiral because these are really cool. It's really great for tactile. So I have 2 of those. These are the same yarns, just inverted. All right, so I've got that. There is a tutorial out for that, and I also did a tutorial for the cat stitch. If you're interested, it's in my unconventional tutorial playlist. All right. Boo. Oh, and excuse me. Well, it's morning. What do you expect? With this one, the next one I do, I might make this brim a little shorter. I think I made this kind of long, but I tend to do that only because I like it to be long enough to be like a headband and cover your ears because we are Western New York. It gets cold. So I might try one with a little bit shorter. And I think what I might do on this spiral part is either do it by itself or pair it with the eyelash yarn. So it'll be fuzzies going around because I love the fuzzies. I love novelty yarn. Okay, so then I don't know if I dropped it already. If not, it will be dropped at some point. I dyed some yarn. I had a commission from someone to make 2 skeins of DK purple. So since I got my new 6-inch pots, I dyed 4. I wanted to see how the pan worked with more than two hanks. So here's the 4 that I dyed, and this is showing up like from my perspective, way more contrasting than in real life, but there is a contrast. And what I think I did wrong, see how it's dark here, because I like to get the like tie-dye kind of look, but I think what I did was I was pouring in the dry powdered acid dye, and I let it sit there before I mixed it in, and of course it breaks, purple breaks, and you get these variations. So I think that's what happened, and I should have maybe mixed the water, mixed it up faster, and then added the next color. So what happened was a lot of it was the dark purple, but then there was a lot of this fuchsia. So that I kind of dyed it over without taking it out of the pan, if that makes any sense. So I put it back in and I added a lot more purple, and it came out like this. I'm not really mad at it. It's not what I was looking for this person. So I'm going to re-dye the hanks of purple. These, on the other hand, there's 4 of these, and I don't have the ball band. Hold on. Here's one. Let's see if this is it. Aspirine. I think this is it. This is from another lot of them. This is a sock weight yarn, 50% recycled wool and 50% tencel. Super soft. I mean, it's not like the squish factor of it is soft. The yarn itself is not like, velour or anything, but it still is very squishy soft. So I've got 4 hanks of this purple. And then in the pot, there was like this beautiful fuchsia. I didn't want to dump it all out, so I just threw 2 other hanks in it. So I threw the 2 hanks in, and I have these on, they're on video, on super ludicrous speed. So here's the other 2 hanks. And you can see I tried to spot it, but I didn't do it right, which is not a problem. And so this is the fuchsia with little bits of spots of the purple. So now we've got 6 hanks, mind you. So let me just grab this if I can. Look at how cool those colors go together, because the purple is this and this fuchsia is that. So this is 6 hanks. And this is where I'm kind of like, let me know your opinion. Oh my God, we got blown out by the light. Do I keep them all together for 6? Because that would be, I can't do the math. You got to do the math. There's 383 yards per hank. That'd be a lot. Like, what would you make? That'd be huge. I know it's thinner yarn, but that'd be like a 2-year project. What I might do, instead of doing the 2 purple or all together, I might do 2 purple and 1 hank of the pink, and then separate it and have another one that's 2 purple and 1 hank of the pink. So there'll be 2 sets of 3, right? That works out? Yeah, because 6, half of that is 3. Yes. Math genius. My math teacher would be proud. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Does that make sense? I mean, I don't think anybody would be interested in 6 hanks of yarn, but they're pretty. They're a little, to me, a little blown out, but not, you know. Oh, another thing I'm working on. Let me see if I can get it. Excuse my not being here. This is something else I'm working on. And I'm making this for a very super special friend. And I probably should have done this in the beginning so that that special super person could watch this. But maybe that person's wonderful mother will just show this part of it. All right, so I'm making, somebody loves my cat stitch and would love for me to make them a little something from the cat stitch. And that special person is Patrick. Hello, Patrick. I love you, Patrick. Okay, so Patrick, look what I am doing. Patrick's favorite color is yellow, and he also likes primary colors. So I went out and bought this really bright yellow. Unfortunately, it's a Red Heart Super Saver. I'm really upset about that, but some of these are Red Heart Super Saver. I also bought like this really nice woolite softener, so I will wash them with the woolite. So hopefully they won't be so rough. But instead of making a wrap for Patrick, we're making not a huge bed blanket, but something that he could wrap around himself and walk around the house, right? So this is the cat stitch, and I alternated, obviously, the every other row I did with the yellow. So it's predominantly yellow and then some primary colors. And then when I'm done, I bought a whole 2 jumbo skeins of the yellow. So when I'm done, I'll probably border it with either just yellow or maybe throw just a plain stitch around with each of the colors. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been using my Pride furls. I will remind myself, sadly, that my glitter Pride furls hook fell on the floor and broke the tip the very first day I used it. That day or the next day. It was the very first project I was using it on. And earlier that week, on that same week, was we don't like furls week, apparently, because another furls hook rolled off the bed, hit the floor, broke the tip off, and then the Pride one. And I was so upset because I held on to it, didn't use it, and then the first project I use it broke. But that happens, and there might be a reason. I maybe wasn't supposed to have that hook. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to. Thanks for hanging out with the PJ Chronicles. I'm going to go and have some more of my coffee. At the time of this filming, it is a Friday morning, and Rusty and I are probably going to go out somewhere. It's been so many years since I've had the freedom to just get in the car and go somewhere. I know it sounds really weird, but it's how it's been. Not having a vehicle, and then with the shutdown, and then I just, in all that, became more of a recluse. I mean, I don't even answer the phone half the time, and some of y'all call, and we did lose internet. So I do lose internet, and I don't take my phone everywhere I go. So if I'm downstairs and someone calls, I don't hear it. My phone ring is a bunch of crows cawing, and I don't hear it downstairs. Or even if I'm upstairs doing laundry, I won't hear it in this room. So just letting you know. And then sometimes I just don't feel like peopling or talking. It seems weird that I would not feel like talking when I can't shut up when I get on here. Anyway, I love you guys. My lips are chapped. I can't even smile. Wow. Well, good morning, everybody, or whatever time of day it is for you. Hey, don't forget the thumbs up. Totally appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.